Hi everyone, if you are here because you're planning a trip to Page, Arizona, I do not want to waste your precious time. I'll get right into the video. We live in Denver, Colorado, so we drove all the way to Page by driving across three states: Colorado, Utah, and Arizona. It was a 12 hours drive with all the brakes and mini brakes, and we had two drivers, so it was quite smooth and easy for us. If you're also driving from Denver, then just for your knowledge, we took breaks at Glenwood Springs for breakfast, Moab in Utah for lunch, and finally Kayenta in Arizona for a tea break before entering Page, Arizona. The drive between Moab and Page can get a bit lonely, so make sure you are stacked with food, drinks, and gasoline in your car. Now, coming to the Page, Arizona plan, we had 48 hours to cover everything, and these are what we planned for those 2 days. We started the trip with the Upper Antelope Canyon, just 10 minutes from our Airbnb. We booked the Upper Antelope Canyon tour through Say Bigalini Tours. It was planned for 9 a.m. and we have left all the details of the Airbnb and the Upper Antelope Canyon tour in the video description. This canyon is great if you have a lot of sunlight and you're in the middle of the day, which is around 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you're going at a different time and or don't have a lot of sunlight to work with, photography inside the canyon can be very hard. In any case, make sure you're carrying a camera that can open the aperture real wide, like f1.4 or f1.8. The Canyon Tour is a short open van drive through the desert. The actual tour inside the canyon is fairly short, not entirely worth the money you pay for it unless you manage to capture incredible shots. After completing the upper Antelope, we went for the lower Antelope Canyon. It was booked for 12 noon through the Get Your Guide app, also called the Ken's Tours. Again, we left all the details in the description. Now, this is the real deal. The canyon is reachable via a short walk from the parking lot, and it is a very long walk inside the canyon, which also includes climbing up and down stairs. So, if you have old folks in your team, please be careful and aware of the average level of challenge this tour has with regards to climbing stairs inside the canyon. There is ample light inside the canyon. You will get an incredible shot at every step you take inside it. You don't really need to stress on f-stops and ISOs. There is enough light for easier photography compared to the upper Antelope. This tour was long but totally worth it. We finished the day with a Mexican lunch at a restaurant in Page. Next day, we started our drive towards Monument Valley, which was close to 2 hours from Page, Arizona. Before reaching Monument Valley Visitor Center, we drove all the way to the Utah side of the valley to spend 30 minutes at the iconic Forrest Gump Point. It was an easy stop with ample parking around this famous photography location. We managed to take photos, videos, reels, and even sent our drone into the sky for a few minutes. Enjoy this footage from the Forrest Gump point of the Monument Valley. Once we were done at Forrest Gump Point, we drove to the visitor center of Monument Valley, which was essentially on the border of Arizona and Utah. We booked our trip inside the valley onto the dirt roads. There is incredible photo opportunity from the top of the visitor center and at multiple places along the dirt road inside the valley. But if you really want some epic sunrise shots of the valley, you might consider camping overnight so that you wake up to sunrise at this amazing place. Our last stop of the day was Horseshoe Bend, for which we had to drive back to Page from the valley. This location was accessible with a short 20 minutes hike and small fees. The best time to visit this place is 1 hour before sunset, and that is why we planned this on a Sunday evening. The place was extremely crowded, but don't get discouraged by the crowd. You will easily get your 5 minutes of Instagram content, as the view of the canyon and the Colorado River running around it is quite wide and accessible from multiple tactical points. Our page trip ended with this incredible location, which is far better seen in person than in pictures. While driving back to Colorado, we stopped at the Four Corners Monument, where all the four states Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado meet. It was a modest location just for the memories and checklist, nothing extraordinary. That is all from our video. Hope it was helpful. We have detailed out everything in description and chapters. If you have come this far, please drop a like. It really motivates us to continue to create content for you guys. Hagune, you all. Just a goodbye in Navajo language.